The next will be Wayne Tunnell Chin. Gentlemen, please be seated. I think it's easier. It's going to be a long morning, so I'm sure everyone will understand. Having to be comfortable is most important. Okay, and then veteran 3, please. Yes. Ray Lee, and veteran 4, we honor Edward C. Okay. And Brandon, you're there. Okay. So this morning, your veterans will be receiving your Congressional Gold Medal, which is a bronze replica. I just want to let you know, everyone, that the gold one is in the Smithsonian. And so this is a bronze replica to be presented by Congressman Valadero. He also has certificates for the sit between our beautiful ladies here. This is photo op number 1, so the family's a family talk. Thank you. Now will the children step to the right or left and have a shot only with the Congressman and the veterans? Swing our right and left, all right. And our honor veterans with the Congressional move. 15-second count. Very much. Thank you, Congressman. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium our second distinguished guest, Ms. Rachel Villegas, representing Congressman Costa's office.
The Congressman wanted me to say that he sends his regrets and that he is sorry that he cannot be here in person. But he sends his endearing gratitude to the veterans being honored today. May we never take their dedication and sacrifice, as well as the sacrifice of their families and loved ones for granted. He also has a letter for each of the veterans who are present here. Okay. As a representative of California's 16th Congressional District, I am honored to have the opportunity to express my sincere gratitude for your service. Today, we celebrate your noble contribution in World War II and the sacrifice you made to our great nation. I am humbled and proud to tell you that thank you for your service. Your commitment was selfless and you deserve our nation's deep gratitude. Once again, thank you for your service. Please let me know if there is anything my staff and I can ever do for you.
Again, Rachel represents Congressman Costa's office. Thank you. 16. Yes. Thank you, Rachel. Now, Rachel, would you like to slip through between our two beautiful ladies? Bring your phone up. This is special, so thank you for your patience, everyone. Your children, step out to your right and left, please. Rachel. Okay, next on the program, we will have for the legions, we will have a man in black first, please.
Good morning, everybody. I am truly honored to be here. My name is David Black. I am the State Commander for AMVETS, California. I am honored and humbled to be here today to represent AMVETS, California for this very overdue special occasion. For those of you that may not know, AMVETS Post 34 out of San Francisco was chartered by an all-Chinese American World War II China, Burma, India theater veterans. The bond they formed while overseas came with them to AMVETS as they gave their fellow veterans. AMVETS is the only veteran service organization established during World War II by World War II veterans. So it is very fitting that AMVETS present during this Congressional Medal ceremony to recognize their patriotism, devotion to the United States during wartime. Many times I am asked during today, how are you doing today? And those of you that know me, I always answer, living the American dream one day at a time under the blanket of freedom that was so graciously provided by those veterans who came before us. You see, the American dream is still that beacon of light for many to emulate. Many come from all over the world to assimilate under that blanket of freedom. And it is the veteran, by the grace of God, who has sacrificed many forms of treasures to include the ultimate sacrifice. The World War II veterans here today are from the greatest generation, although their challenges were not just abroad in war, but right here at home as well. However, their courage, perseverance, honor, integrity, and sacrifice were, is, and continues to be woven into the blanket of freedom. Your stories will never be forgotten. Your sacrifice will always be appreciated and honored. Thank you, Edward St. Juan, Ray Lee, Hanson Chen, Wing Chun Chen, and the many other Chinese Americans who served this great country, and all while preserving the American dream. God bless you, God bless your families, and may we continue to seek God's blessing.
We can do a single clap. I know it's a little warm, so you can do a single clap. In the picture. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, very nice. They're showing you the wonderful certificates that have been presented. Thank you, children. We step right and left. Thank you. Thank you, Commander. At this time, we welcome to the podium Senior Vice Commander Philip Cervantes, representing VFW, the Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Good morning. I'm incredibly humbled to be amongst these great men and their families. I'm touched in a way that is hard to describe unless you have endured what they have endured. But that being said, I only have 1 minute, and I've already watched this very strong Chinese American woman shush the mayor twice in 5 minutes. I can only imagine what she's going to do to me if I ever step my ground. With that being said, I can take a deep breath. Thank you. I represent District 9, the district commander at State Convention. I'm the senior, and what an honor it is to be here. But with that being said, I'm supposed to talk about the Veterans of Foreign Wars and what they represent. In a nutshell, the Veterans of Foreign Wars is an organization that is, you have to have a campaign, a war campaign medal, you have to have served in a conflict to be able to be to have the privilege to serve in the organization, and all the veterans organizations are extremely privileged and honored. But with that being said, and our motto is that we serve the living by honoring our dead. So with that being said, I really would like to just say a couple of things about these men and their culture. I'm going to say some things that may not be politically correct, but they're true. These men not only served their country in a time that is extremely difficult and challenging. They faced racism. They were not welcome. That's a fact. I speak to the youth because let us learn from our history. Let us perpetuate what we have done well. And let us not repeat what we have done wrong. We can't hide from history. We can't run from history. We can't run from the facts. But we can acknowledge them, we can embrace them, and we can learn from them and use them as a teaching moment. I don't think anybody is here proud to say that those things happen to men of color, these men in particular. But it is what it is. Again, I encourage you and I speak to the youth that we do not repeat what is not good in our history. We perpetuate what is good. These men are true American heroes. They are true American patriots. They were infused with Chinese culture and Chinese blood. But with that being said, they are true American heroes. They are patriots of this country. What they have done under the circumstances that they did it in is far greater than even veterans who were born, raised, and considered the Americans. Period. And very passionate about that. We shouldn't be shameful, but we should just not repeat it. With that being said, again, I'm not going to overstay my welcome because I know the fingers coming next. Right? But I honor these men. And please, before we leave this building, these men deserve a standing ovation. Before we leave this building, please stand and applaud these men and their families and the sacrifices they have made for this country. I have a small token of appreciation on behalf of the veterans of foreign wars for these four individuals. Their families are also veterans. As a veteran of, as a child of a veteran, there's strings attached.